how do I change my belief system? He's asked me this question. What is the way? So I'm going to show you the way. Now, I can work on my belief systems, but that's really hard initially because I may not know what belief systems to work on. So let's do what Netra just said. She said, my life is a reflection of my
beliefs.
So how do I work out which one of my beliefs are not in the right order?
Correct.
Perfect. So I look at my life and I say, what part of my life is not good? Because if that part of my life is not good, it has to mean that my beliefs of that part of life are not good.
Matching, yeah.
Make sense?
Yes.
So if I'm not making money and I'm unhappy because my bank account is zero, and I say, no, I'm a very positive person, I know I'm going to be financially free, I know life is going to be great, but the truth is, my beliefs of money have to be a reflection of my bank account. So I can now work really hard here, where most people work, which is really stupid, or I can now come to seminars, read books, create experiences, meet human beings that are brilliant in the field of money, see what beliefs they adopt, and say, aha, I like that, I like that, I like that. Bing, something to think about. When I change my belief, what happens? I start making lots of money. Now, isn't that awesome? What you sow, you reap. Every faith in the world is telling you, if you have a mustard seed of doubt in your life, you will never achieve greatness. You got to have self-belief. Look at the concept of even God. We cannot see God, yet we believe. Why do we believe? There's proof. The stars, the skies, the trees, the fruits, your body, your eyes, your ears, it just can't just appear from magic. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me anyway. If you're an atheist, that's a different story. We'll have a discussion some other time. But the concept of something being so magical, where an ant can get together with other ants and build colonies. They have armies. You know, ants have armies, military. They have marketplaces. They trade. They create air conditioning systems in their homes. Ants, by the way. Now, to me, that's unbelievable. That a little seed can go into the ground and it can come up a tree and it can produce fruit. Wow. That the earth is going round in the middle of God knows where. The moon is keeping the earth stable, bringing the tide in and out, and we can predict a full moon, half moon, 100 years from now. Wow. Now, for me, that's enough belief. I can't even see, but I believe. Here we can see your results. Now, which part of your life is totally... Kids, can you put your fingers in your ears for a minute? Children? No, you're not kids. Put your finger in your ear. And you as well. And you, and good. Where your life is totally fucked up, change it.
Yeah.
Change it. Because you cannot change and work here. You can't do it. It's so hard work. My relationship, I'm trying to make my wife happy, my husband happy. I do this. But in the back of my mind, I think, my God, it's such a tiring process to make my wife happy. So I go there and I say to myself, my God, I'm going to make her happy or him happy. Do I enjoy the experience? No. Did I get the result? No. So what do? I got to change this. How do I change this? By attending seminars, meeting people, having conversations, going on holidays, experiences, jumping out of planes, jumping off mountains, jumping off bridges, not with safety, of course, right? Not taking medication to get your state right. All these pills, you know what these pills do? They get you into state. As Josh once said to me, when you take an antidepressant or a pill, it's like somebody coming up to you with a baseball bat, smacking you over the head, and you waking up in the morning. How does that feel? That's the experience you have. So we get state changes from pills. I'm saying, screw that. Let me look at my result column. Today I can speak to 50,000 people. I couldn't before, because before I would say, my God, if I speak to 200, wow, it's going to be so good. Then I go to a seminar and I meet someone and I think, God, this man is speaking to 10,000 people. Wow. How does he do that? I need to investigate. So I now go and I investigate. What makes speakers great? How do they do? What do they speak? Some of them have learned public speaking. Some of them learned NLP, EFT, IPP, ABB, whatever you want to call it. All the subjects I could learn, and most of them have not been useful, because I learned all the stuff, I used none of it. Then I say to myself, milestones, 200 people, 400 people, 600 people. But that's no good, I'm not making any money now, because all I'm going on is people. Let me go back again. Okay, I need to make some money as well, right? So I'm going to make $10,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month, 10 million a year, 20 million a year, 50 million a year. Okay, good. Now I know. Now, how do I make 15 million a year? I don't believe I can do that. How can I do that? Impossible. I don't have the skill, money, resources, age, knowledge. Let me go back. I met somebody who made $50 million a year. Oh my God, how does he do it? What does he have to believe? What did Shah Rukh Khan do? He took the best of Dilip Kumar, Amitabh Bachchan, got their identities, merged them together. That's why he's Shah Rukh Khan. It's simple. It is so simple if you focus on your results. The only time you should look at your result is to check whether your beliefs are good. How easy is that? Like, for example, when I go to a corporate training, I've been told corporates pay 20 days after you do the event. 45. When do I get paid? 45. I get paid in advance. Why? I don't know any better. I don't know any better. I say I want this payment in advance, or I get it on the day. Worst case. But I get it. And if they say to me, we pay 45 days in advance, I say to them, not interested. No, I'm not going to change. My belief is I should get paid for my service in advance. I could have said, okay, because I'm needy, I need to help, I need to get this corporate is really big, and this corporate if I get this corporate, I feel good, I get motivated. If I get motivated, I can get more corporates. But no, my belief system is strong. This is who I am, and this is what I want. Now, do my results match my beliefs? If they don't, then my beliefs are bullshit. Simple. As simple as that. Now, if your marriage is not going good, it has to, don't forget the framework. We are responsible for our results. We are in cause, and we believe in results. The framework is still there. If I don't have the result, whose fault is it? Mine. I take responsibility, because I've not created the environment. If I try to create the environment and I still don't get the result, and I choose to stay in the environment, whose fault is it? Mine. I have a choice. So I'm saying is, when I say don't look at the results, the only time you should be looking at the results is to see whether you are on track with your beliefs. It's so simple. It's not rocket science.
Your belief that if you get paid in advance, only then you will take up the assignment, for example, and you have a target like you want to achieve X amount in a year, right? And after a certain time, when you keep on working, and maybe if a particular person doesn't reach that target, and then he decides, okay, I'm not reaching a target because I left like 5 assignments in that particular year. Let's start taking the bigger corporates, and okay, if I'll get one.
It's okay. I may do.
So yeah, the belief may change.
Belief may change based upon
the target I want to achieve.
Am I getting there? Now, let's do a very generalized one. My outcome is to be happy. Let's do happiness. That's a big one. Very generalized. So I ask myself a question, am I happy? Now, does that mean am I happy all the time? That would be very disturbing if I was happy all the time. It's not a good place to be. Like all the time smiling. It looks really kind of a little loopy. So I ask myself, generally throughout the day, how do I feel? Do I feel good or do I feel bad? So if I'm here and I'm unhappy, I ask myself a question. If I'm unhappy, most people will do what? They'll blame others. I'm not happy because I don't like my work, I don't like my boss, my family's pressurizing me, my dad is not being nice to me, my sister and my dad are biased towards me, my mum is always fighting with my sister, and I have to end up sleeping on the street with my pet dog. Right? If that could be my belief, that's why I'm unhappy. So what I can do is I can now look at that unhappiness and say, framework, I'm responsible, I'm in cause, no excuses. What am I doing? What are my beliefs that match happiness? Well, I can't have happiness if I keep blaming everybody in my house, my dad for fighting with me, my dad for taking my sister's side, my mum and my sister fighting and me sleeping on the street with a pet dog. I can't do that if I believe that these people are wrong and I am right. Because if I was right, I would be happy. Because I'm responsible. But say if I'm not happy, it has to mean that my belief systems or what I believe have to be wrong. I want happiness. And if I believe that my dad is impartial, he listens to my sister, and my mum and sister are always fighting, and my dad doesn't take my side, and my wife is wrong because she doesn't feed the kid the way I told her to, and I sleep on the street with a pet dog, and because I believe this, that these people are wrong, and I'm not happy, so are my beliefs wrong, or are the people wrong? How many of you say my beliefs are wrong? How many of you say people are wrong? Surprise, surprise. Look around. Right? So, in order for me to create happiness, I have two choices now. Listen to this. This is really magical. This is the stuff that makes my hair on my hand stand up. This is magical. So I have two choices. One is, I can change my beliefs. That my dad is actually got a lot of trouble of his own from his experiences. My sister has her reasons for doing what she did, even though they may be wrong. My mum doesn't know what she's doing. And that poor dog is run away from me, God knows why. And why am I sleeping on the streets? I have no idea. I can either change that, which is in my control, so I can change that to happiness, or I can go back and say, I'm going to spend the rest of my living life trying to change others. And people never change. So all my life, what will I be getting? Will I get happiness? No, because I believe that everybody is the cause of my unhappiness. Unless I change those people, I cannot get happiness. So is happiness in my power or in someone else's power? In this situation, it's in someone else's power. Because if they change, I'll be happy. And if they don't change, they are bastards, terrible, scum. He done this, she done this, and even my dog left me. Son of a bitch. And I come back here and I'm unhappy because I spent all my life trying to prove a point that I am right and everybody else is wrong. Now this generally happens with all people in life. It doesn't happen with a particular person. It's everybody. You may be thinking I'm picking on him. I'm not at all. In fact, I'm being his best friend right now. The reason I'm being his best friend, because if he gets a realization in his head right now that the battle he has created for himself is guaranteed to cause pain and suffering to him long term and to his entire family. In fact, everyone around him is going to go through pain. And we all do this. Because when we're unhappy, what do we say? She always makes me angry. My mum frustrates me. My boss is bad. I hate my job. The marketplace. God, why did you do this to me? We even blame him. I mean, that's like a miracle, right? So what do? We do this and we come back and say, you know what? I'm such a nice person. Why do people do this to me? I'm so honest. I'm so hardworking. I'm such a brilliant person. People treat me like shit. I mean, why would anyone treat a brilliant person like shit? He can't be so brilliant if he's treated like shit. So what's the truth? The truth is, his beliefs about who he or she is can't be good, otherwise the result would be good. For things to change, you have to change. And for things to get better, you have to get better, says Jim Rohn, one of my favorite trainers in the whole wide world. Awesome guy. For things to change, you have to change. And for things to get better, you have to get better.